Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Void Battle, the Bringer of Haars. Or Battlevoid Harbinger, whichever fits. Yeah, Battlevoid Harbinger, that's the one, yes. At the end of last time, I found this guy. I wanted to get him murdered brutally in the truest show of companionship for my own personal gain. And it didn't work out, so yeah. Oh well. I'll see if I can get you killed later on. The thing is though, this guy's actually really heavily armed. I mean, look, he's got a laser cannon, he's got double projectiles, he's got multiple Gatlings and bolters on him. Yes, I can identify these gun types by looking at them. So he's also got these fighters as well. These are unique to him, by the way. You can't get this type of fighter for yourself. And these ones as well, they're a different type. He has a lot, he's very powerful. So yeah, he wouldn't have got killed by the fighter swarm that was here before anyway. Anyway, let's move on. Since we've got the whole intro thing out of the way, and I've shown you the basics, from here on I'll be picking up the pace to get further, and the moment I jump in I eat an asteroid to the face. Oh, here comes another one. Bap. Right. You can try to avoid these things, but generally your ships just aren't fast enough and it's hard to predict where they're all going, so you're always going to get hit by something or other when you jump into an asteroid zone, so it's a bit of a risky thing sometimes. The only advantage is that the enemy ships, if there are any here, also get hit by asteroids a lot. So, yeah. Okay, we can jump out. Good. Ah, there's another mechanic right there. I mentioned that ships get repaired and respawn. That means that zones get reinforced over time. And or enemy strength will redistribute to empty zones to replace ships you've lost. The thing is, any mobile force is always going to be a capital ship and or more stuff. So there's always going to be at least one capital ship on the move. The icon does change if you see a moving fleet, so if it's a lot of stuff coming, you see more icons. Up to a certain point, at which point it says, there's a lot of stuff coming this way, you don't want to get involved. In this case though, a single capital ship has reinforced the area. But I'm going this way, where there's fighters, because I need to do that fetch quest for this guy down here. I know I want him murdered, but at the same time, having him along is going to be helpful, so, you know. That energy Gatling. It's an interesting weapon, but the problem is it's short range, which is a bad choice for me here, for the most part. Because if I get close to things, I'm going to get hit a lot, and my ship is actually pretty fragile. Especially later on, things will be able to murder me in a few seconds flat. So, yeah, that's a box I've just picked up, by the way. Close that. So yeah, that's why I kind of want to get rocket cannons, so I can get a standoff punch through enemy shielding weapon to just flat out try to murder things at a distance. Anyway, next sector. As you can see, it's got a different symbol. This is a black hole sector. There's an enemy capital ship involved as well. I'm going to jump in here, a little bit distance away, so my weapons have time to charge. Because if you're jumping in to a sector, your weapons have to recharge after you come out of hyperspace. But if you wait in a sector for an enemy to jump in on you, your weaponry will be fully charged when they emerge. So, you know. There is also that to consider. So my Gatling won't be ready for 5 seconds after I drop in. Oh, he's got an ion cannon. I'm in projectile range already. Projectile cannon is punching my shields down, but my Gatling just shredded his shield straight away. Oh, gotta be careful. He's got... Yep, he's got point defense guns firing now. Okay. Flipping ion cannons. Yeah, as you notice, you don't gather scrap and things. Well, you can also gather as soon as an area is clear. But you can also gather if you fly really close to it. The problem with that is you've got to fly really close to it. So, yeah. What's in here? Just a bunch of fighters. Alright. Notice, though, that my hull is further degraded, even though my shields absorbed all of that. And that's because of the black hole effect. It was just steadily eroding my hull. So I don't really want to hang around in there, because this ship doesn't have much hull to start with. Anyway, I mentioned I was going to pick up the pace, and that's because last time, because I was just getting started, I didn't really show you guys the time controls. There go my shields again. Oops, there we go. Okay, sorted. Right, there's a double speed, a standard speed, and a pause. In general, you can play the game at double speed. It's quite useful, actually. And that feature was added after it was requested a lot by people playing the game. Excuse me. There we go, that's all 3 for that mission. So, basically it speeds things up, but you've got less time to react to stuff as well. That ship's wandering around because he's noticed that all of his allies are dead. So I want to go back to that. I'm going to auto jump. So I'll drop into here, and then I'll proceed automatically to the next sector. But the problem is that's 2 turns, and the enemy will get 2 turns as well. So if I want to keep track of things, it's a bad idea to do that. But I'm not bothered about what they're doing right now, so I'm just going to do it. If you pass through a hostile sector, though, an area which is like an asteroid field or a black hole, something that poses a risk, you've got to stop and let your drive recharge manually. Otherwise, if there's no threats, your drive will auto-recharge anyway when you jump into a new sector. The only difference being if there's an enemy ship jumping into the same sector from a different direction, because then that counts as a hostile intercept, and, you know, that kind of thing. So, repair. I will repair my ship. There we go, thank you. I'd lost a fair bit of hull, actually. I was at half strength on my hull. And as you can see, yeah, lots and lots of hostile icons moving around. So, I've got 1,000 scrap, got 36 upgrade points. I've not enough for a rocket cannon yet. Almost there. But I went to here rather than to this to get this guy, because this guy's with me for 11 turns. So, if I'm going to make a repair trip, I might as well go and repair, then come back and get him, and then fly upwards, because then I'll have more time with him. Otherwise, I've lost 2 turns just like visiting the station and coming back out. I might have to do that anyway, but, you know. Anyway, ion cannon. There was those yellow blobs. It was, yeah. Celestials love ion cannons. Ion cannons, they do a fair bit of shield, not much hull damage, but they have an extra effect once they start hitting your hull. Normally it's like... Actually, no, they're actually kind of dangerous against hull as well. But the thing is, they sap your engines, so notice how slow my craft has got. So yeah, they're doing a lot of damage. I'm dying. But they're dying faster. Okay, I'm about to die. I'm literally about to die to their plasma bombardment, so I need to jump out. They did so much damage. Ouch. So yeah, I jumped out with barely any hull left. And that's because I was within range of... well, actually, I was within my own engagement range to bring the Gatling into bear. But the enemy was bombarding me with the ion cannon, and their fighters were blasting me as well, so it's like... Yeah. They were doing a lot of damage to me really quickly. Also, there's an enemy ship heading... oh, I'm not sure what's up with my voice right now, sorry. There's an enemy ship heading from the asteroid field to where I was, so... I know there's an enemy ship heading this way. I'm confident I can deal with it, but I don't know where he's going to appear. They normally appear generally in the direction they're coming from, so probably appear in one of these 4, usually. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, now we see them jumping in. They're jumping into the middle. Here they go. Right into my energy cannon barrage. There we go. However, notice my shields are already gone. Also, for some reason, I didn't retarget my gun, so that it was focused on that fighter. Also, as a note, by the way, your guns prioritize enemy capital ships whenever they're within range. Okay, yeah, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. Dead. Right. And I almost got killed again. On the bright side, though, I actually managed to clear the sector out this time, so I get all the loot. And there's a drop from the previous enemy ship too, which is a ion cannon. Yeah, if I press it, look, mixed damage orbs, slow down enemy ships by draining energy from the engines. So yeah, this guy slows things down. It's a Celestial one as well, so it's superior to a standard version of the Iron Cannon Mark II, but I don't really want it, so I'm going to scrap it. 725 and 11. Not too shabby. I'm building up some resources. Yay! 50 upgrade points and 2,100 scrap. I can really do something nasty. But I'm going to take my projectile cannon and scrap that. Goodbye, projectile. And I'm going to start out how I mean to go on, with a rocket cannon. Actually, if I scrap my... Yeah, I'll scrap my energy Gatling as well, actually, and get a second rocket cannon. Yay! I've got rockets! Ha 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 ha! Oh yeah, I forgot. The rarer stuff is actually pretty costly as well, so you tend to scrap them for good returns. So I've actually got another 1,200 scrap to continue outfitting myself. What should I get? I should grab a shield regen drone. Yes, please. That'll deploy little drones, up to 2 right now, which will repair my hull. No, repair my shields, sorry, not my hull. I've got... I'll go back to that in a second. First things first, I need to get these things outfitted a bit better. I mean, I've got 53 points, so I can do a lot to them. It'll still take 2 rockets to kill a single enemy fighter, but these guys are going to do murder against the enemy ships. So, they've only got accuracy 40, that's a problem. Yeah, accuracy affects the spread of fire of all shots, including on burst. So, if you've got high burst, low accuracy, your shots will go all over the place and scatter uselessly, generally. If you're aiming to hit, say, an enemy craft at about 1 kilometer or range of 1,000-ish, you want about 40 as a minimum. It'll still kind of scatter, so try for 45 to 50 if you can. At 45 to 50 accuracy at 1,000 meters is going to be very reliable against enemy ships, and it's going to be useful against fighters as well close in, though it's not going to do much further away. So you want to watch out when you're modifying the stats of your cannon for that kind of thing. So if I do my burst, I'll get dropped to 1,000 range, 65 hull, 7 shield. Don't really care about shield, these things are shield piercing. But its accuracy drops to 30, which is absolutely awful. But it fires a second rocket, so I'll do that. Then I'll counter it with a accuracy upgrade and another accuracy upgrade. So we've now got accuracy 50, fires 2 missiles at a range of 1 kilometer. So that is pretty darn solid against enemy ships. The problem is that's expensive to do. So that's why you have to watch out as you upgrade your cannons. Because I could upgrade this one to burst fire as well, but I couldn't do anything about the accuracy drop-off because of the cost for the next upgrades. So I'm going to get an accuracy boost first, so this thing's going to be just as accurate. And then I can't afford the next upgrade because it's 14. So this thing is just flat out more accurate, but it's still a single shot. It's got slightly better range though, so I'm actually going to put it on the back of the ship. I can't afford to upgrade anything else. Okay. I've got 667 scrap. So now we got another choice to make, which is what kind of equipment. Shield boosters are always useful. It increases your maximum shielding by 50 points, flat out. And then as you boost it, it's worth an extra 40 per upgrade. It's only got 3 upgrade slots, so you can calculate this. To fully upgrade this thing, it's going to cost me 6 times 3, because it's 4, then 6, then 8. So that's 18 upgrade points will max out the shield booster. And it can significantly boost my survivability. Or I can get a defensive weapon, a Gatling cannon, a laser, or a bolter. And they help shoot down incoming missiles and enemy fighters at close range. Though they've got different stats and different accuracies and different fire rates. Like the bolter gets burst fire. You only get 1 upgrade of burst fire, so you can just do double shot. And weapons and things like that. So you can increase your hull, increase your accuracy on that one. Laser is... it starts out with shorter range, but you can boost its range to slightly higher. It's very accurate, but it's slower firing, 1.5 seconds. People swear by different weapons, generally. Like, the bolter's a good general purpose one. They can work against enemy ships, because they do equal damage to shield and hull. So, they're also quite highly accurate, and they burst fire as well, which is quite nice. Laser, pinpoint accuracy, but they struggle against fighters. They're best for savaging enemy ships, because of their high shield damage. They're also okay against small numbers of incoming missiles and things, because of their high accuracy. I mean, look at that, 100% accuracy. Every time they fire, they're going to hit, basically. But they really struggle against fighters because of their slow firing rate. And then Gatlings, they've got really bad accuracy. Look, accuracy rating of 1. But they fire incredibly fast. They can get a similar range profile to the lasers, but they've got a lot more upgrades, so... they're not lost a lot more. They've got the same upgrade potential. But they are really bad against shields. but they are really good against hull. And I actually prefer the Gatling. They're also more expensive, which is a bit of an issue. I'll just grab a Gatling. Yeah. Now, why do I like these guys? Sure, so you only get 2 points of hull damage per upgrade on the cannons, but if you upgrade damage to max, that's 10 damage per shot. And guess how much hull a standard missile has? 10 points. So a Gatling, unless it's higher on hard difficulty for PC, I'm not really sure. But a Gatling is incredibly useful as an anti-missile defense. Also, it does a lot of damage to fighters when they get too close as well. So, you know, problem is that further away it's going to miss a lot, but sheer volume of shots, that's going to help anyway. I just flat out prefer the Gatlings. They're my favourite. Maybe it's because of the Dakar. I don't really know. Anyway, let's jump over here. Try to stay away from the enemy ship. Oops, daisy. And as you can see, we've got 2 drones joining us. Shield. Yep, he's jumping in at a distance. Yep, he's out of range. Yes, I'm out of range of his weapon. I'm going to stay away from him. Unfortunately, I'm out of range of my weapons as well. So, yeah. I need to get a bit closer, sadly. Yeah, my longer range missile is firing. There's the other one. He's got point defense lasers. But as you can see, because I'm increasing my missile volleys, he's able to intercept some of it, but not all of it. They're knocking through. Also, he's got shield repair drones. Oh dear, he's got ion cannons. Right, back out. Back off. Back off. Yeah. With rockets and missiles, you really want to try and volley him down and get more damage out than he can block. So that's why you want to really get upgraded rocket cannons when you can. Also, by the way, missiles and rockets are solid, so as you can see, his ion cannon shots are actually getting in the way of my volleys of incoming fire. But my shields are being reinforced by my repair drones, so... Oh dear, back off, back off. Yep, okay, I'm out of range of that, so my missiles are going to do better. Yep. And I'm very slowly but very safely dealing with this, so I'm going to speed up the game. Yeah, I just need flat out more missiles. Oh wait, are those hull repair drones? They are, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay, I can't actually kill this guy. Oh. That sucks. The first guy I've come up against with my rocket cannons, and it's one that can actually repair the rocket damage. But as you can see, I'm actually starting to hammer through a little bit, but I just don't have the rate of fire to deal with all this nonsense. Yeah, I can't kill this guy. Okay, I'm going to leave. My driver's recharged anyway, so I can back off. Let's go ahead and go and get that guy down there. Jump. I'm aware we're almost at the end of the episode. I've still not made any real progress. Slow down, please. Here comes another enemy. Do you also have repair drones on you? No, you don't, actually. You've got defensive fighters. I can kill you. Haha. Alright. Better back off, though. Yeah. So yeah, the only reason I couldn't kill that guy was because he could actually fix the damage. I really need higher tech for this, though. I should have stuck with my Gatlings. I went onto the rockets too soon. One more hit, come on. Just got to get it through the barrage of defensive fire. Oh, no, an asteroid got it. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, as you can see, it's really safe to do it this way, but it takes a while. And what do we got? We've got a Celestial Ion Cannon, scrap it for another 11 points, yes please. And what I really want is to get Burst Fire next up on this, but that's 2. I can, however, get Burst up on that, so there we go. 4 rockets per barrage. That's pretty good, actually. And I can get another Gatling, and a shield, and another shield. So I've got 2 point defense Gatlings pointing towards the front of my ship, kind of, and I've got 2 shields. Yeah, there we go. That's plenty of stuff there. Actually, they cover pretty much the entire side. But yeah, you got to be aware of firing arcs on the other ones, because your secondary guns, your small ones, they have limited firing arcs, but these guys can cover pretty much the entire area. Right, you deliver, deliver, deliver. I've got you for 11 turns. Ha! Yes, come with me, comrades. It's totally safe. Oh look, that's the other icon. Normally it's those little chevrons, but now you can see there's a bigger icon bound this way. This might be nasty, but as you can see, here comes my ally. Yep, I think this is the guy that has self-repair. It's because he had the massive drones with him as well. My ally, though, is doing a real number on him. So lots of lovely scrap. Aha! However, I need to make another visit to the repair dock anyway, so I'm jumping this way. My shields are full, so my ally will try and help my drones will help my ally, not my ally will help my drones. No, it doesn't work that way. Well, if my ally had repair drones, they would help me, but, you know. Okay. Ooh, a distress beacon. Awesome. And another iron cannon. Scrap that. 11 points. Yeah, this is the thing. You may get half back when you scrap something, but on hard mode, the enemies got more advanced stuff, so they've got upgrades, so when you scrap them, you get a bunch of upgrades points for yourself, which is quite useful. I'm gonna start... let's boost my shielding, actually. 1 point there, 1 point there, and then what's the first one there? 8, no. I'm going to give myself a bit of extra hull damage on one of my Gatlings. Starting to gear those up for better point defense. Because I'm building scrap right now. I don't have any more slots on my ship. I can bring in another ship once I can afford it. But right now I'm just trying to build power to get myself surviving. But that is also the end of this episode. So we've not really progressed very far, but we are definitely on a better foundation for continuing. I might as well repair. I'll be nice and fix my ally. Yeah, look at that. Allied ships, by the way, have reduced health on hard mode, so that's why he's only got 2 bars of health. And really, really thin shields. Oh, you got to feel sorry for that guy. But on the bright side, he is pulling a lot of Dakar along with him. So, you know, there is that. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Can I afford that? No. Thank you so much, and hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there. See you all later.